I was here for a church. Kabla Hinkandi. You so prepare yourself in the deliberations as to your manual sem, your politics, ne your sum, yeah, there because now um I started off with basically talking about say Ghana in particular. No, it is very important. Say you better go back to our source more or less, and then make sure say your TSS say because you cannot change anything that you don't understand on empathy. No. It is important say you better say religion. Any a friend is saying slave trade no idea back home. Idea back home. It's not separate. Uh-huh. They are not exclusive in any way. Then you know one thing. It's just that a two-pronged approach and about the same time. And that was how come they've been able to sustain more dispensation this far, which does not even come close or even beat the system prior to this. And because believe it or not, we started somewhere on the channel. It didn't used to be like this. You don't have to go far because also be the Jesus story in the creature. You should appreciate that during the time of Jesus Christ, it was a different phenomena. The temperature say the facts out here say there has been a whole dispensation prior to this dispensation. It is important and imperative say we are interested in knowing the previous dispensation and how things were before you got to this stage. And in the video, I want to actually put a different layer on top of the Afrocentric and Africanization of your way of worshiping God, so that we can have a little more perspective. Because perception is everything. In fact, perspective and in life is everything. Sometimes how you just look at something alone will be able to determine how far you go with it. Because it's true, say anything you're doing now, believe it or not, it is going to affect up to 3 generations. And if one or two people do not decide to change that cycle now, it even goes further. Yeah. And maybe I've already decided, say I'm not gonna just just say to a GD concept. I'm not gonna follow that anymore. But then it makes sense to explain myself and to have people appreciate that this is why I'm saying what I'm saying, without being without any animals to it or being the dear term and I'm be aggressively insulting to anybody. Because I also know that there are emotions at play here, which is why I've intentionally taken this approach. Because in the can be fine. It may come out fine, but any necessary. Because who come, I will be here after you fight, and this is all chance in our concept. No? So why did you even fight in the first place? You could have expressed yourself in a better form. And what I want to do with this video is I want to basically take us back to the history of how we got here, because I've already done the part where I explain the chronology of the Bible as we have it today, where we started from, and the motives behind it. The my home video that, and you can check it on YouTube. Now, we share how far we came this direction. I know who say, it is very important. Say you better try. Now call back to your source, near your roots, because say now at the end of the day, the whole thing belongs to us. Any you develop any you throw and all that's any for free and change. And reorganize it then, reformatted the whole thing based on how they know best with their agenda. And almost I'll be Pumai. No more Pumai and any fear who said because it looked familiar to us. That was number one, why we entertained it. And number two, just because by our nature, we're accommodating people. Basically, we do the same thing. And you would only sure watch your politicians, watch how the whole African continent behavior that here. A very community based. Now, Bibia was a negative, not a positive, we say. It has served us well because a boy my yetima trems are basing there. But it's getting to a point where the change must happen. Again, due to certain factors that are at play, normal ACC, as in nature, no ankasa no, fixing ho. So, until we've come far from somewhere to this point. And then I want to lay emphasis on why we are agreeing to accept the foreign Jesus as it is, the foreign concept, as it is, and then take you back and have you understand, say, at the end of say, na ewa wo dia dada. There's nothing wrong with it. Say, oboko wechi no kofa wa dia no yusu. Because you know and I know, say you share it is say Ghana. You see Christian community in the door, so okay, just by numbers. Muslim folks other religions now. But we know say most of us, and I mean so I say all of us, near two and one out besine. And then somehow as you age, you find a way to rationalize it, or even forget, say a wutum, and pretend by cosmic and by divine orientation being out there, or be Christian and a Muslim. Until Bikra dare not try to challenge you or even critique what you are doing. So, and it now stems from the fact that we have forgotten who we are. Now, I am very critical, this statement I'm making. We have forgotten who we are. You know, say, we have not researched the book. What do you how many people today? And what kind of corporation say, sorry, prior to church, they have searched the scriptures. Are finding out for themselves, say, why are they saying this? That be 99% of people are just followers. And you're surrounded upon your class or any idea mako. So, tinias we are affected generation, no, although my do it, you know, moko. You know, we went through it. Also, on a panel session, because papa, a class or no doko. You won't be there as a mission boys, no. And it is only cocoa, only choice. Because I didn't cry in a hill, I said in a hill school. And you better dress up and follow them to church. And then you get yourself ingrained in it. You try to appreciate everything. You master it, so to speak, for the most part. Yeah, you become a pastor or an evangelist now. The monafos what to us sorry now. I'm so near Queen. So I need it no, but I didn't necessarily say we really searched the gospels and information of the brain, critiqued it, and asked questions before we accepted it. Debbie. And in fact, religious on the only accreditation and Crawford started believe and sacred name certificate. Them kinds of what I say. Said typically in Kauko school or call you there, why and sorry, or pass here name our degree. And I'm assuming the opposite. There's no criteria for you to read the Obi win or so. What do you think about this? No be about fear, Jehovah's Witness, and somebody about her. No, Becca myself. Or no Becca, need the energy we also trust in a vampire. No, it's to trust it. No, vampire goes. We are. No, catch yourself, accept the Lord as your Savior. Recitation. No, recite your name. Now, crowd can't in the cheat. Certain churches we are near Sad World or another place. Near church, they cancer in tongues. Women now we've been through it. I want progress. To your church, woman in area. Then now, faith. You're baptized. What's that I don't call? They are baptized. We are Christian. Then I feel that now before Bible. Today, the opposite is I feel now before Bible. I call kind. And today, you are just affirming what they came to do to you to win your soul. You never really critically check your DNA at the bread. Be honest with yourself. This is how exactly it plays out. Oh, Africa. Running the bar, you're challenging you. Now I can say, how dare you talk? Say, now said they introduced to Abraham. His parents were idol worshippers. What does that even mean? Idol worshippers. I said, just say. How dare you even say, unkwana ade ode nyame chusu into one can in ayakwa some jam. Do the part take it superficially, just like that. Never cremophone, never Christopher. Way for way heathen, way for way heathen, way for way gentile, way for way gentile. If you cry for be imbeciles, just a more you for pomba. You are not even worthy of living. According to Muslim side, no. There is a one need your muji DNA, oko hell. this was one them so now also call hell. Meanwhile, who trace your me no source now? It's from Abraham, one father, which predefines the any one God. So now say we friendly Allah, we friendly the Jehovah, whatever it means. No more we are. Yes, I catch us say one you we ending no obako hell. And they say question, which of the heavens are sankophobia no elko? Which of the heavens are they going? Ask yourself. What do you take your time? Not them kind. Busa ho say. It's in Cremofon name say Christopher call hell. To more call one particular heaven. Christopher name say Muslims in also call hell just for not following the Jesus concept. Meanwhile, what kind of books no so Jesus is doing what Jesus is doing has so. Okoha, you see Moses was a king somewhere. Obaha so he was a mere prophet. Okoha so Jesus Christ was ascended to heaven. The same Jesus he resurrected and he or what I say almost a son. That's the Muslim side. It's a son, and they change Charlie. It's sad. But Christopher says Jesus now, the same Jesus, go walk across so Bonasenium, no sorry, no costro. And also about no best of my salvation, Abagia. Jew for so to say, Mo Jesus named Grana, and I was ye ain't ground or by. I don't know cressa. And they say anything. It is all trust, and as I would decide, they say, Ubusa Hosa busy. I miss it, and they're complicated though. And they're complicated cry. So, boy, just walk out and debate as in way 2,000 scriptures. You don't need that. Simple, basic analysis of three religions in Udomo Transe. Now, Busa basic questions. You know, sir, didn't I flawed. The human mind and our trans in this idea, then their bread. And the other problem is that by any are much because the same thing, I'm sure they tried to go to China, they tried to Singapore, they went to other places. But I'm also see one, because we were the source of the writings. The source of the writings. Into whom are you familiar? You tend to gravitate towards people you know than strangers. Into no message now you who are there no. Na SBB aye. Just make sure the Old Testament is more in line with what before practicing than that. Into no. Then you want to say you get more. The downside they say the agenda and the teaching of the brain was different from your motivated. They didn't say just on your until they see when your brother would defend no. Because you genuinely believe say you are doing something to worship your God and then go to a heaven as they told you. Baby, that's not how it was meant. So it's seriously been documented. The whole Trinity concept and the Joseph, Mary, Jesus concept. So 3 elements. SC ato so ako as far as say bikra 6,000 BC. And just being conservative here. 6,000 BC, which is what they call the Osirian drama. And I'm breaking it down kakra mo. Baby, I ask me for say my children chronology no say Bible na dey holy. Nipa na church ro. Nti no nanche. Na me be chire mo mo say eno ma no wo na aye. Eno nti no enye bone se obesa akwa biem. What you say? Nti Osirian drama no. Before belief at the time near fan. And then another key thing here is it was a myth, not a mythology. There's a difference between a nedi omuye and the said a near fadia. Mythology night say Kukwan's story and as a sem abebusem. Be a teaching tool. Be a day a motivating nipa, a shenipan crying na or the bobra. Because at the end of the day, no. Uye ni papa now to reason now boama or young to me succeed. You cry, you feel good. Into mythology, no, yeah, there a myth. Osirian drama was a myth, and here's how it goes. Next year, we never say familiar. The king Osiris, at the time, according to the story, and these are written in the pyramid text. What you say? We no Bible more. But already one was mature say drew baby Old Testament, you copy first 5 books of Moses, you copy no more time word for word. So what I say, from the book of the coming forth by day and by night, which is a later writings of the pyramid test. In the pyramid test, when we come up who says our test, yeah, carbon dating. And when we say carbon dating, it means they have dated the thing through the principle of carbon utilization to tell the age of the pyramid. No, into the age of the pyramids are. Says fence is one as independent to say lion or Egypt now and it be over 20,000 years. Right, yeah. And the pyramid test so far is the oldest form of the oldest religious writings. And it says say Osiris no set in a young tokwa. I say no sound familiar. Zeki and neighbor and talk on and the old adapted honor from there. And the set in the coon in near Osiris. And to coon on no Osiris wenya and panafufro and a yellow fro. I friend no. And to Osiris din at that time in the Kemet time no friend or say. And the Aser no as a Ose no. And no na omu Hellenize no the Greek for no be take over and omu change din to Osiris. It's okay. Anyway, it's a name change. You'll be able to do this one or another to and don't change it to Osiris. And no say change and now a set on the year to me na Isis. And on the ba me na hero. We na Horus. And the empire say Osiris was killed by Set Ninia. No kuno. And now what you change the body into different parts. According to some, it's 14, it's 13, but I'm not here. The when you have a story and assembly before the throne at that time. Into yes, our divisions dismember and kuno, Niniano, to pretend the whole of Egypt land, Kemet. And on the year a set, a coffee share, body pass, bako, and or remember and a back, but canning in our boom. Osiris drama na mechim kakreno. I'm just paraphrasing here in a little bit because there are time so I don't want to talk too much. People can always find this. You can research it and find it if you're interested. And you have to be interested. Because if you hear say book I would do Ashimagia Tumono, your copy free baby, you should want to know how and why. That's what I'm saying here. And then and the teacher and the body and the who of about together or member and together. And or embamo adeno. Any friend the first mummification or embamo no wrap on up near there. Name no before obesi no. Ena osar no. You know say soon near there. And the bear no sa pagya no mo. Ena ne sunsum ne spirit e impregnate ne yiri ya one na intimate share than or virgin no. Asset no. So what I say. Does it sound familiar? Story I try go to 6,000, 4,000 years before Jesus, Joseph, Mary situation. And to honor any sign with the spirit. But Mr. Man can say real people, I say a myth. And to honor you sign no, will be a woman. That is now what Timmy producing itself through the wife. And to a column no, any horrors. No. That time, you for them for a hero. On a channel, yes. Nti hero no buy no akola bia onyi na ma make bob come about some catch up say they catch your papa tia say you know you na there na for business life say same thing and I set ISIS in today's I decided so be can me papa sem na kire na kwa na papa free money ade nti ya no so tia akola open papa sem na bufu ye and on the set the face so and o defeat set on say na sem no ko see sa na mom no the immaculate conception impregnation no, is the similarity between Jesus more adapted so what I say and married the call and I call no Jesus no, and they had Horus and this lasted for a long period of time because this America they say dispensation where you're from up to 2020 and the way you move for 4,000 5,000 krana I just was way by far until there was a time nobody was talking about any Jesus. They were talking about Horus and Aset and Osiris. These are the names they were using then. Like normal names. They said in there, Uti Jesus on to here, be around to so no. At the time, the name being used was Horus, Osiris, and Aset. Isis, Horus, and I change, It's more like Trinity, if you think about it. It's a Trinity, no. Father, Son, Holy Ghost. And it's our concept means saying, and the transfer now, the castle name when say, who cover the images are Rome say, a Mary Kutana Bawan Bonkum so. Said you Kutana Colemono. When you go to Hell, Greek time now, the same thing you portray, on also find about no Kutana Bahoros, no one in the Bonkum so. And on a che room for no changing a black Madonna no. In Italy, in Spain, we have no basement of worship. In fact, today, Vatican, you can just say Pope, no, it's what he sits down to pray to. The Black Madonna, same posture. And I can't find your right to cry. They can't somebody different. They couldn't. Because in spiritual, metaphysical world, there are some things you just cannot change for you to have the same effect. And the same image with every before no, ekuta, the symbol, say, ma ameno kuta ne ba. So our symbol no, has transported itself from ages to ages up until today. And that's what I'm trying to let you understand. Say, this concept today, the Trinity concept, Jesus, Joseph, Mary concept, now wote hono. And the minority kakrabia chero. If you go to the book of the coming forth by day and by night, you see the whole thing. Creation story neso huno so sa pepe. And because they were in control of the media, no, handle a dear child to this point. Now I can't add my video and say, unfortunately for them, no, say it used to. Now I can say Marcus Garvey, Kwame Nkrumah, Du Bois, Jesse Jackson, all these great guys are in the past trying to get our independence here. No more a little bit restrained. Because the information they had it, but there wasn't any simple way of sending your message out there in mass media. And this is a bedroom internet stage. And the internet is self-driven. And do what data. I know between Ghana to me a video man affecting people living in America. Yeah, and do what data. Now your man here. Let's only in Ukraine. You just get yourself ready and send it out there without any problem. And that's what we are in today. And the American see Nadia no say, your story now you could say Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and now God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Ghost. No, it is a new phenomenon. By if we are talking time padia and a new phenomenon. Name the second will be say phenomenon has been just it's been extrapolated. Yeah, teleport to a from the African system. And they are different stages. Now, we do stage I say. And that's what I need you to appreciate. What you know, so you are not just when your perception. Yeah. And I just say, no, both for crying, I say, when you have a trick. Oh, my boom for people. But as I make it's very factual. I'm not speaking me, mommy, saying, I make us. Yes, see, and I heard so. Not just here. And because another thing I want you also to understand is that they could have taken some message, and make it better. Because Oshimpa Senyese Adrian Bonin Omutrim and I say one person ka almost say ni pa and almost destroy and almost any papa. And there was nothing wrong with them adapting some methodologies, and then even make it better. They could have done that easily. Yeah, there was nothing wrong with it. Now, racism never PM on racism never PM on racism be PM because race there's only one human race. What's that society? One human race. Now, 1777, yeah, and there was a conscious effort. German scholars be trans here. Decided say they're gonna categorize society, humanity, into races. No more categorize we are. Then the craziest and the weakest part are born in attributing it to black. Now papa attributing them white, which is the opposite of how it used to be. And because Then the Terus who create the Medu natures now more copy hieroglyphics, no more copy most of the things from now. When they were going to the for Omocom a friend saying to go and face judgment, nipa na ɔkɔ ade n'anim no a wɔwuo na ɔkɔ for atembuo no wɔhyɛ fitaa white. Yes, and just a white represented paleness. Hwinim empty. No brony or bleacher to do that. That be. And white is empty. Black necra power. Every color comes from black. Into humanity now, you see free African, and yet just trust out. And deep. Which is why again we've been able to sustain ourselves from that time. I'll go through all this craziness. I'll be seeing now we're still standing now. Now it's reversing. The course is turning around. It's going back. And one is that it's taking time. Into one here you might think because we were that is why it is important to say the moment you find out the truth. For some of my people, I mean, I'm from my friends from me argument to me say, especially those that don't want to seek right now. They have the same mindset as me, but the fear of knowing the truth and then to know shut myself down. I did break all at all. Say I don't even want to know. I'm in Trump baby. Because they are the kind of people I know say when they decide to find out, say, hey, so I didn't do money. They do not sit back and watch. And to me, no. Finding out this information, I'm who say, if I stay quiet, man can't hear. It means say, me mama, and me mama. 3 generations ahead now. Me do my bro. That's another reason why I decided to make videos crying. Because friend cry now catch them and big cry no went here. And so we will now call the adachi or kotrigano for no who said BBC or why I can't far religion. They will pay attention well. Yes, and it is deeper than you think. You cannot be selfish without the way. You just can't. You cannot be selfish. So to go and be sure man to be na or fast your honor their bobra. That be it's not gonna work. And it's not gonna make the progression and the change move faster. Because every stage be a nipa what they can fight according to what they have. Until you fight this time, and this is what we have now. To bring out the information as much as we know, as genuine as we have it, and presenting it as it is, for the people to be able to choose. And the one who said the making Osarian drama no, is the fapim of a Christianity, of your Muslim religion. So Hinduism, free Africa. Direct. Because I want your first human creation, honey free. Then I didn't free. Then you may not be here, so no, I could free baby for. Doesn't even make sense. If anything, we'll be free. No, we are what my mama castle. Was any Abraham penny for? Yeah. It's like what you were explaining the other times, and American. Or see, but they came with guns and all these ammunitions to destroy us. And we looked at it, and we were accommodating and family-oriented and all this community-based system. And we were on the downside. Because we used to fight all right, but now yet, and we have one talk on a near corner. And yet, for the existential threat of living on earth, and an issue. What just say? I have fear, just as an existential threat for them to exist now, they have to take you out. And because you're not for because a mind game, we are better at the mind game than they are. And they don't even see it like that. But that's exactly what it is. Because Oyibo can see when they came with a gun, I saw no fear. What did be 3, 4, 5 years. Now over Papa Penny, who true be a shadow can buy our banakofa. What they are also. Hey, Ubende. As Openino, do you think it makes sense for you to rush to the child and try to take it away and say, crap, are they more ready to trigger? That be. So, defer. And what happened is, buy a action and a tuning at the bed ransacking place, unless the great destruction. All we had to do was keep calm to a point where we fire on fire slaves in the end. Because the same brains are these same slaves they took away now are the people running the show in America. What new thing comes around that before you're involved? For anything to be cool, and I word I'm using for anything to be cool, crowd, before have to take it on first. And Sakra and then you're cool. But I don't have it. We got the power. And you know baton wise and you have to be smart. Now better for the Colana sa copim say or better. No jet to not to her. No afa. No teacher na there to be here man. That is here on to me home for you. That's exactly what is going on now. And they say now application of wisdom. And you know more the theories. In the ampa or the Christosuna broad here. True, as I find out, say, I then I intro and now manipulate words are now hold that our true in existence. But who yet attempts to see us so quick, you don't make a or no cry nuclear weapons, you no create to a cassia. I will come for you, oh, your baby. American, it's only been 2020 years. It's nothing. The Shabaka stone alone, is over 20,000 years back. Now, me, I cry 20,000 years of formation. I met my build the pyramids. I'm a drama there, chemistry to few way about destroy me. That be, it'll be answer, and no better. And the Ghana for, as my can, for us to build on it. So, for us to build on it. Now, you definitely for more need to get together, near building a consensus, maybe be a correct real. Because that make a they cannot come and take anybody in change the bill. That era is past and gone. All they have now is brain work and intellectual know-how. I'll be used to the adapt. And the downside, now say we are quick to adapt to the modern brain without searching into it properly. And that is why we think we have taken a bebu. It's not necessarily from Greece, because we used to do it in a linear form. We didn't we have this. We didn't have this. But go from going to say till death. And democracy also yakofa and yafa in the wrong way. And Yama is not helping us. Nanka, what system would you adapt for over 60 years and doesn't even work? And every video I'm here, I go over him with any boy as a better boy. You see ambulance, your home inauguration. What the hell? Anyway, ambulance back home. Say me and Sankara and your home inauguration. Esi apono nkonya any tables near there. So on channel. Yeah, and the mind no is somehow a little bit ditchim kakra. And sometimes we do what we do. Now we dream pa and most of the stuff don't make sense. And to me see they make and every day I wanted to come in and let you understand say it is not for nothing. See catch you say Christo Sumono concept no.